item number 13, consideration of purchase of the former Ziebart property.
Yeah, Commissioners, I can take this particular item. There was a memo in your packet outlined what transpired here recently, just actually over the last 2 weeks. We discovered that the former Ziebart property at 635 Franklin has been vacated by its current owner. It was sold under contract for deed. It's been returned to its original owner, and the original owner has reached out to us to see if we're interested in negotiating a purchase. So that's what prompted us to bring this to your attention today, to see if the Commission is interested in letting staff try to negotiate a purchase for this property. As outlined in the agenda memo, there's certainly some benefits to us by acquiring this parcel. It's the only directly adjoining parcel to the Operations Center at 665 Franklin. Over the years, we've talked about it at staff level, kind of a would be nice to have, but it wasn't actively being offered on the market. It was an active business. Of course, you all know if you're going to acquire a property that has an active business in it for business relocation, the price tag goes up significantly. So at this point, we're dealing with a vacant property. The current owner really has no interest in it and would like to sell it. They have an interest in working with us. So we feel as a staff it certainly could benefit Metrobus in the future. Gives us some additional space for maintenance by utilizing the building. Gives us some space for parking, which we are out of at the current operations center. And if we're going to grow our employee workforce, there's a chance that we're going to probably run out of parking spaces here within the next couple of years. Information that I gave you on the back side of your memo was a photograph that shows, aerial photo that shows the property quite approximately an acre, just slightly less. So it gives you an idea of the amount of space available at and surrounding that particular parcel.
All you're asking for, Tom, is permission to negotiate, and it'll come back to us anyway, so I don't see any problem with that. And then we can find out if they want way too much for it or if it's a good deal, so.
Yeah, I think that would be, again, with your approval, we'd like to meet formally with the owner. She doesn't want to list it, so there might be some advantages to us by negotiating a direct sale versus it being out in the open market. And she's actually anxious to do this fairly soon.
Well, there should be a 7 to 10% discount right off the top if he doesn't list it. I mean, that's just, right. That goes to the realtors.
Right.
Yeah. It's a public meeting, so it's listed now.
Yeah, there you go. We went up now.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand that there is a great need with our maintenance department. I'm just curious if it does happen that we acquire this property. I don't recall seeing anything in our long-range plan that would ever bring a bus route right to that garage area, or not?
Actually, it is in
good.
restructuring of our two routes of our route in Sauk Rapids. We would actually have a portion of the route that would actually circle the operations center.
Okay.
So it'll be right there.
Thanks.
Sure.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
question, Tom. Two things. Maybe this is more for Brian too, but is that somewhere, where is the money coming from if we did this? Is it?
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, we've got the ability to defer or delay, however you want to put it, a locally funded capital project of a similar value. Again, we don't know exactly what kind of number we're talking about. For the purchase, we have an idea. So it's in that price range, we think, of a current project that we would probably have to, move down in a year or two. We don't know exactly how far. And it depends on how other capital improvements fall into place.
And then I have a follow-up question. And I'm not an engineer and attorney, but if you do go as far as a purchase agreement, I'd want to see phase 1, phase 2 environmental, because it's the old Ziebart, right?
Yeah, we'll have to explore that. We're we're not using federal funds, which helps. This would be 100% local dollars, so we wouldn't have to go through a federal environmental because it's a transit facility of sorts. We're going to avoid some of that.
No, Tom, I'm thinking more of contamination on site.
Yeah, we'll have to look at it. We're going to probably have to get a legal opinion on it and get some help to make sure that we're not acquiring something again, like you say, is
Right.
got some potential for that. We haven't been in the building yet since the former owner vacated it, so we don't know what kind of condition it's in. We're told it's usable, but we'll have to check that out. Good point.
My only question, my concern was they obviously use chemicals there, so we don't want to buy something that's contaminated.
Correct. Yeah.
All right, yeah, Dave had to leave, so he'll be back in a little while. But are we all in consensus that it's okay? Yeah, John, go ahead.
Just one comment. I make sure that the current owners of the building know that we're not in the market to pay top dollar for that building because it was previously owned. It was, somebody paid already on that. So I'm looking for a bargain.
Yeah, so are we.
Yeah. And I think the board agrees we want a bargain. We don't
Right.
want to pay top dollar.
I suppose you should have a formal action, somebody to move that he can enter into negotiations. Not that we're going to buy it yet, but at least get a contract to approve and disapprove.
I will make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passed unanimously. Thanks.